You know, I don't know why, but when I hold this phone by hand, no matter how still I stand, it looks like I'm swimming through life. It rocks back and forth. That one there was my fault. Man, I got sick of the milk water in this thing. I let it sit there. I told myself, yep, screw it. It's going to run all summer long until if it takes that long to clear up. Not knowing what was in the water after I assumed was a bacterial bloom, but whatever it was, that much floss and 2 pads of batting wouldn't take it out at all. So I drained the sump and I drained the aquarium and I refilled it with well water. And every time I do that, it is such a trip, man. This time, it didn't seem like there was as much. What I have, I guess it's calcium minerals. It's that precipitated out onto the glass, and it did it again, but not as much. I posted a video some time ago, and in the thumbnail, you can actually see the pile of white flakes in the bottom after I scraped it down. Well, I scraped after 3 days it was done forming or so, I think. Or so, at least it's not forming any longer. So after 3 days of, the new water being in here, I took a razor scraper and scraped it. I left a piece back there, and this phone doesn't capture it. But you can see how much formed back there. I see the bottom, how it didn't form on all parts of the glass. It's weird. It does that streakily, if that's a word. I did not scrape the back off at all. And it doesn't look like there's much on there, but that's because we're looking straight through it. Right? I don't know how good this is going to work, but I'm going to try. I'm just using a phone. I'm not a YouTuber. I didn't scrape the bottom. It's got a lot of powder on it. And no, you can't really tell how much is on the back using this phone. It's not that crusty. My finger's in the way. Missed a couple places on the front glass. And I doubt I'll post this. It'll make people seasick. But on the bottom, it seems like when I scraped it this time, it came off in thin sheets, very thin sheets. And you can see on the bottom, that pump that's laying there, I'll turn it on once in a while to stir things up if I want. But I just slid it over and you can see the marks it left in the white material. But oh man, in that other video that I posted some time ago, Jesus, the pile of flakes was crazy. You can see the streaky nature of how it forms on the glass. Very interesting. I think also what's interesting is the color of that floss and the batting material, especially the bottom piece of batting, which you can clearly see. It freaking turns orange. I'm going to pause this. It turns orange. The color is a little pronounced looking at the screen on my phone and comparing it to the... No, it's not either. When I look back and forth, it's about perfect. The phone captures the coloration perfectly. Strangest damn thing. And it's not loading up with anything. I've changed that floss in the past, and it had been snotty and slimy, and it slowed the flow down and made the water level rise high in this inlet chamber. But it's really orange colored, but it's fine. It's not plugging up at all yet. And if you hang on, I'm gonna plug. When I had the bacterial bloom happen, and this thing started churning out the foam, which I would take a shop vac and vacuum away every single day. After changing the water, there's no foam at all. And it's really hard to tell. You can't tell using watching the video that this phone makes, but having changed the water after that bloom, and this thing's just sparkling clear, stunningly clear. It's unreal. Adios.